Hey guys, so I want to show you some of the stuff I got for the E46. Huge thanks to AKG Motorsports for sponsoring my E46 build. They sponsored my E36 M3 last year, and I'm proud to have them on board as a sponsor again this year for my E46 race car. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I got. These are the front and rear subframe reinforcements. These guys are a must for any E46. These are all CNC cut, and they're some of the thickest available on the market. You can get these welded in before you have to deal with a torn subframe, because once it's torn, it's an expensive fix. These are the rear shock tower reinforcement plates. The rear shock tower sheet metal is another common weak point on the chassis. You'll notice a lot of people having tears or cracks in the metal. The reinforcements will help keep this all together. Alright, so I'm going with almost all aluminum bushings. In the top right here, we've got the subframe bushings. I'm using a spherical rear trailing arm bushing. And on the top left here are the diff bushings. These are all harder and they've got a lot less deflection than rubber or poly bushings. I'm going to use the red 75D bushing for the front control arms because these are the stiffest bushings available. On the bottom corners, I've got the solid motor mounts and transmission mounts. Aluminum bushings I'd reserve for race cars or dedicated track cars. They're really hard on the chassis, so make sure you have all those reinforcements welded in. For your weekend track car, take a look at the 75D bushings, which are AKG's hardest poly. Or if you're still street driving your car and you want to upgrade but maintain a comfortable ride, take a look at AKG's 95A hardness bushing. Next up are the rear camber arms. These are really useful because you have a much wider range of camber adjustment compared to stock. The wider range of adjustment is great for a track car or lowered car to maintain factory specs. These arms are lightweight, strong, and easy to adjust. Spherical end links for both the front and rear sway bars. These are all adjustable, with the front ones being cut to length. So depending on what shock you run, the sway bar mounts might be higher or lower, so you can cut to fit your end links on virtually any suspension. Okay, so this is AKG's Stage 3 short shifter and their DSSR to go with it. The shifter has a really big monoball bearing for smooth shifts, and with this you won't need to worry about the shifter falling out of alignment like with spring-based shifters. The DSSR helps increase the precision and smoothness of your shifts. It plays a really big part in getting rid of the slop in your shifter. The base plate is designed to bolt right up to the chassis, so there's no drilling or cutting involved. AKG's Stage 2 shifter is available on their site. Their Stage 3 shifter is an even shorter throw, and it's a special order item. These are the Motorsport racing tow hooks. The bolts are made of steel and the red hooks are aluminum. I like that you can fold them down and not destroy your shit on them. I've got the same set on my E36 and they're really strong. I've had to get a tow a few times, like when I blew my motor or when I got stuck in the gravel, and they've held up pretty well. The Motorsport Pedal is really slick. They're aluminum covers for your pedals and they've got raised rubber pads for better grip. The best part about this is that the gas pedal is actually a little bit wider than the stock pedal, so this really helps with your heel toe action. All the parts I talked about today are linked in the description below, so check it out for any upgrades you need on your BMW. I'm dropping my E46 off at High Speed Motorsports this weekend. All these parts are going to get installed and the car is going to get a cage. So stay tuned for more E46 progress, and thanks for watching, guys.